Hi, and thank you for joining me. I am Christina, and I am here to guide you through a 30-minute seated yoga practice. So before we get started, just if you'd like to find maybe if you have a block, and if you don't have a block, that's okay. Maybe grabbing a blanket, or if you have a pillow available is always nice to have. The reason I have you do this is because during this yoga practice, I want you to find support. This support allows you to take that off the mat and start to be supported in your life. So today's practice, we're going to allow ourselves to find more support and what that looks like and what that feels like for us. So once you're ready, get yourself in a nice, comfortable seated position. I like to do cross-legged. You can sit with the legs out in front of you. But wherever you are, move the flesh from the sit bones. Let the hands face open to receive on the knees. And let's begin to close the eyes. As you are here with those eyes closed, just take a moment to notice your body. Drawing your belly in just a little bit and dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe see if you can draw yourself a little bit forward, a little bit back with those eyes closed. And just see if you can find what feels like center for you. Once you are there, let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, sighing it out, letting it go. Deep breath in through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Taking a moment to invite in that intention, one of support, and asking yourself at this time, where can I be more supported in my life? Bringing one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart here. We're going to start our practice with some deep belly breathing. So what I'm going to have you do is that one hand that's on the belly, as you take a nice inhale, just begin to push your belly out, extend it. And as you exhale, you're going to begin to draw your belly in towards your spine. Inhale, filling your belly up, actively pushing it out. And as you exhale, belly draws in, releasing. Just a couple more breaths. Inhale, filling your belly, actively push it in towards the hand. And exhale, draw your belly in, release the air. As you continue to breathe, maybe on that next inhale, as the belly extends, the heart starts to pump. And like a wave, letting that breath move back down, belly draws in. Inhale, filling your belly. Start to shine your heart, drop your shoulders. Exhale like a wave. The chest draws back, the belly draws in. 2 more rounds with your breath. Just noticing how the breath feels as it moves through the body. Noticing any constriction and just seeing if you can slow down your breath. On that last exhale, release all of the air. And just allow the hands to face open on the knees. Taking a moment to notice your breath, your life force, how that felt through the tailbone, all the way up through the belly, the heart, and the crown of the head. Just allowing yourself to be supported here in this first pose. Just seated. We will begin to gently open the eyes. And on an inhale, I want you to start to reach the hands up to the sky. On that exhale, clasp the hands, push the palms away, and start to round forward, chin towards the chest. Moving slowly with your breath, inhale, reach those arms up. Clasp the hands. On the exhale, round, push away any energy no longer serving you, chin towards the chest. One more time, really reaching up, maybe gazing up this time. Exhale, clasp those palms and push anything away that's no longer serving you. Beautiful. Bringing your right hand down, we're going to start to reach our left arm up. And on an exhale, you're just moving over towards that right side. So it will be the opposite side for me. Gently notice your left bicep, keeping it in line with the ear. Maybe you gaze forward. Maybe you gaze down if the neck is tight. 2 more breaths, like you're lengthening to the corner of the room, stretching through the left side of the body, getting length. And then next inhale, draw yourself back up, both hands reach, open your heart. Exhale, hands come down, left hand out to the side, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, over towards the left side. Again, the bicep in line with the ear. Draw the shoulder down. And maybe you gaze down at the fingertips. Maybe you gaze up. This is your practice. Notice what you need and notice what feels good for your body. One more breath, getting length through the right side this time. Inhale, reaching back up, both hands. And exhale, let's fold forward over the legs here. Take your time, notice how long you can go, and when you're ready, just round down. Surrender. 2 breaths. Soften the shoulders and the face. Notice the jaw. Find softness in that jaw for one more breath here. Beautiful. Start to walk your hands slowly back up. Let's switch our legs out if you have them crossed, bringing the opposite foot in front of the other here. Inhale, get some length. Maybe move the flesh away from the sit bones. And then we're going to do a gentle twist. So the left hand's coming over towards the right hand comes behind you. This twist is coming from the lower back to the upper back, so try not to crank the neck. Inhale here, get length, look out towards that right side. And on an exhale, twist a little deeper. Soften shoulders, relax the jaw. One more breath as you draw your belly up. Exhale, twist. Bringing it back through center. We're moving over towards the left side. Right hand to the outside of the left leg. Left hand's coming behind the back. Inhale, get length, look up a little, and exhale, twist out to the left. Breathing here, relaxing the shoulders, soften the face, finding your twist. Notice the belly, let it draw up and in as you deepen that breath. Gentle gaze, one more breath. Taking it back through center. Both hands are going to come onto the knees, and we're going to move through a couple circles to get into the hips. So moving over towards the right side, coming forward with the heart, and then over towards the left. Now I invite you to close your eyes with these circles. I invite you to listen to your body. No judgment, no expectation on how this looks. Notice how it feels. Breathe into anything tight. Just going back into the side. Maybe your circles are small. Maybe they're large. It's personal to you. Coming back through center when you're ready. We will switch our legs out again, just so that we're balancing the left and the right side of the body. And this time going in the opposite direction. So over towards the left, forward, really open the heart. And as you sink back, you can always tuck your chin towards your chest. Notice what feels good. Notice what you need. Breathing here. Closing the eyes or just finding a spot that you can focus on. Where can you allow yourself more grace in this pose? Grace comes with letting go of judgment or expectation. Grace comes with allowing yourself compassion for where you are in this moment. One more round of circle and we will meet back in neutral. Just take a moment with the eyes closed, palms facing down this time. Just notice your energy, what that feels like. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose here. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Open the eyes. And we are going to come into a forward fold. So this time you're going to let the legs come out long in front of you. So I'll turn to the side here so you can see. Legs are nice and long out in front of you. Again, get the flesh out of the way so you pull yourself forward and you're not slouching back. You can take the feet hip distance apart. I like to have a nice bend in the knees. I also like to take the blanket underneath my hamstrings, taking a little pressure. You're also welcome to sit on a block or sit on the blanket. This is our first hamstring stretch, so be mindful. Keep a generous bend in the knees. Let's inhale, reach the arms up, get length. Now here we're going to take a couple forward folds before we go into this. So inhale reaches up, and on the exhale, start to lead with the heart. Inhale, coming back up, use that core. Exhale, lead with the heart. Feel the energy as you move. One more time, inhale, get length, beautiful, heart opens. Exhale, this time start to fold over the legs. You can begin to round in, you can let the arms hang heavy. If you have a pillow, you can allow the chest to lay on it. A block, using the head to rest on the block. At any time, if you have any pressure in the lower back, just adjust out of the pose, finding a nice gentle bend in the knees. You always have the option to keep the knees nice and bent and grab behind the legs and get more of a stretch through the upper back. Wherever you are, wherever you decide to go, soften here. Use that breath, taking a nice inhale to get length. And on the exhale, melting towards the earth. Inhale, belly draws in. And exhale, surrender. Allow yourself to be supported. Inhale, really breathing into the backs of the legs. And exhale, relaxing shoulders, the jaw, the face. Finding a couple of more breaths in this pose. Checking in with your jaw and asking yourself, are you allowing the earth to support you? 3 more breaths. Just nice, deep breathing here. Using that breath to imagine it just sending healing to the body, to soften the back of the body from the hamstrings to the upper back. Let's take one more nice inhale. And maybe on your exhale, you open the mouth and sigh it out. Slowly starting to walk yourself back. Taking your time. Bring the hands behind you, fingers towards the glutes. Let's open the heart here. You can keep the head at neutral. You can start to lean the head back if that feels okay on the neck. Just a counter stretch for 2 breaths. Belly draws in and heart is shining. Slowly coming back through center. I'm going to face forward so you guys can see the next pose. 2 options here. Depending on how the legs feel, you can open the legs and come into a straddle pose. Otherwise, keeping the left leg out, bringing the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Wherever you are, we're going to take a nice inhale, get length, and on the exhale, begin to either fold over the left leg or fold in between the legs if you're in straddle pose. Again, being mindful of that lower back, so always keeping a gentle bend in the knee if you need more of a bend, honoring that. Wherever you are, breathing. Check in with the shoulders. Check in with your face, the jaw. Notice where you can find more softness, more stillness in your pose. Just another 2 breaths here. Really make sure that that right hip, if you have the left leg out, is drawing down. I like to bring my right hand to the inside and gently push on the inside of the leg. 1 more breath. And then let's walk ourselves back up. If you're in that straddle pose, you can stay there for a moment while we switch legs. This time, right leg's out, bringing the left leg to the inside of your right foot. Square the hips towards that right leg, lift the arms. If you're in the straddle pose, just folding forward. Here we go, just over that right leg. Different side, different experience. So notice how this feels. Check in with that left hip, draw it down. And then find yourself in this pose with more grace. So to allow yourself grace, you got to be honest. Notice if you need to bend that right leg a little more. This is your practice. There's no right or wrong way to do the poses. Just listening to your body and letting it guide you through the awareness. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, soften. Walking ourselves back up. If you have the legs out to a straddle, grab the outsides of the legs. Everyone's going to bend the knees. Take the feet nice and wide here. Bring the hands behind you. And just start to windshield wiper the legs a little bit side to side. Letting that go. Just feeling the hips here. From here, we're going to come back into our seated position. You can cross the legs, or if you would like, you can begin to bring yourself onto the shins, getting a little stretch through the top of the thighs. And once you're in your comfortable seated pose, from here we are going to begin a beautiful neck stretch. We often don't stretch these muscles, so just being mindful as the neck is very sensitive. So from here, you're going to begin to close your eyes. Just soften your shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And on the exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale here. And on the exhale, begin to gently move that right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe drawing the left ear down just a little bit. Inhale, taking yourself slowly back through center. And exhale, this time the left ear moves to the left shoulder. Right shoulder is gently drawing down. Inhale. And exhale, chin comes through center, slowly and mindfully. Exhale. Right ear, right shoulder. Option to stay here breathing. Or if it's okay on the neck, begin to drop the head back. Push the tongue towards the roof of the mouth and move slowly, very slowly, feeling the muscles of the neck. Gently stretching at any time that this is uncomfortable, just staying at that right ear. If you took the circle, we will take one more circle, using your breath, your time as you move through them. Tongue pushes towards the roof of the mouth, still breathing deeply. Once you find yourself returning back to neutral, let the chin become parallel to the earth. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale, chin towards the chest. Inhale here, and on the exhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. Option to stay here breathing, or gently, slowly taking your circles as your head drops back. Moving very slow. Notice any sticky spots. Send the breath towards the neck. Taking one more circle. Taking your time, becoming aware of what you need and how you feel in this pose. When you are done with that last circle, bringing the head back to neutral, chin is parallel to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it go. With a gentle gaze, open the eyes, and we will begin to come down to the floor here. So planting the feet on the earth, you can grab the backs of the hamstrings, or you can gently start to roll down one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way down to the earth. Once you are on the earth, keeping the feet planted in towards the glutes, begin to push the feet into the earth, hands into the earth, and on the inhale, lift the hips up, get a stretch through the front of the body. Draw the chin away from the chest. Belly draws in, pushing into the feet. And exhale, lower down slowly with control. Let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug and some love. Gratitude for this practice. From here, we are going to take a very gentle twist. So bringing the hands out to a T, and just dropping both knees over towards the right side. You can slide that blanket underneath the knees for no more support. You can gaze gently at the left hand. Wherever you are, start to close the eyes and breathe into the left side of the body. Slowing down that breath, finding space in the body, taking a moment to notice where you can allow more space in your life. Is this space within your mind and your thoughts? Is this space within your home, allowing yourself to clear and cleanse? Is this space in the body being more in tune with what you need? Slowly draw the knees through center, and this time we're gently moving towards the left. Again, you can bring that blanket underneath the legs for more support here. You can gaze at the right fingertips. You can keep the head in a neutral position. Just notice this side of the body and what it needs. Give yourself permission to receive that. Focus on the breath here, slowing down the breath. One more breath. Really lengthen that breath. Let it be long on the inhale, long through the exhale. Slowly bringing the legs back in. Beginning to straighten the legs up towards the sky. You can have a generous bend in the knees. You can either bring the hands onto the belly here, or if you would like, you can begin to reach the hands up to the sky for sleeping tiger. Just notice that the blood begins to flow from the toes to the top of the head. Let yourself begin to relax as you bend the knees. Soften the face. And just allow the reverse of the blood flow to send fresh oxygen to all of the cells of the body. One more breath. Slowly taking your knees back in, bringing the feet down to the earth, and we will set up for our final pose, Shavasana. So sleeping pose, feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Let the hands face open to receive. Take up some space in your Shavasana. You can slide your blanket underneath the hamstrings for relaxation, taking any pressure out of the lower back. Wherever you are, let this space be really supportive. Just taking some wiggles with the fingers and the toes. And then relaxing the feet and the hands. Opening and closing that mouth a few times. Just softening the jaw. Just drawing the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, letting them sink down. From here, just begin to notice the body. Give yourself a nice deep inhale, And open mouth exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Close the eye. Just begin to notice the sounds that you're hearing. Notice the body as it lies on the surface beneath you. And just begin to scan your body. Begin to soften the feet. Relax the toes. Begin to soften the ankles. Let the legs start to get heavy and relax. Begin to find the knees melting down as you soften the tops of the legs. Notice how with every sound you hear, the legs are getting heavier and more relaxed. The hamstrings are soft as the glutes begin to relax down. The upper and the lower back relax. And your spine is softening. The front of the body begins to melt. And the belly and the breath become more relaxed. The heart and the chest soften as they open. The arms begin to sink down deeply, finding more space and calm. Notice how the biceps and the forearms are relaxing. How every fingertip is becoming soft. Notice how the throat and the neck deeply relax here. Give yourself permission to find more stillness as you surrender, as you find yourself more supported by that surface beneath you. Let the face soften. Let the jaw relax. Let the cheeks melt. Feel the wave of relaxation over the body. The brow soft. The top of the head smooth. Notice how you are deeply relaxed and at peace. And in this place, you can fully surrender. Either giving yourself permission to stay here a little bit longer, just drifting into that state of relaxation and calm, Otherwise, just beginning to bring your awareness back to the body. Beginning to deepen the breath. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Gently moving some more, maybe stretching. And then find yourself rolling to your side in a fetal pose. Taking a moment just to notice how you feel. Notice how supported you are at this time. And let this be a reminder that you can take that off of your mat into your life. This place is always here for you. If and when you're ready, we will meet in a comfortable seated position. Just bringing the hands to heart center. Let's bow our heads in honor and gratitude for this body, this vessel, for this space that we shared with one another, for the support that you receive through this practice of allowing yourself grace and compassion. I am honored to guide you through this practice. Namaste.